certified life coach. To find out more about me, you can go to my Periscope profile and check all the links there. My passion is to build the confidence and self-esteem of women so that they can know and realize that the gift that they have inside of them, the world needs to see it. And so you have to work on your confidence and your self-esteem in order for your gift to shine. So that's basically what I do in a nutshell. So today I'm going to be sharing with you the 3 attributes of courage. There are more, but I'm going to focus in on 3. And I wanted to really do the 3 attributes of courage because about 2 weeks ago, I went to see the Nelson Mandela Centenary exhibition in South Bank in central London, and it was an awesome exhibition. Actually, it was very, very moving. They had different artifacts there from the life of Nelson Mandela. They had some of his personal letters. They had a lot of photographs and things. They had the history of the anti-apartheid movement here in the UK and globally, and it was a really awesome exhibition. And they had different TV clips and things of him making his speeches and stuff. So it was really, really awesome. And that's why I decided to do today, look at the 3 attributes of courage. At some point or another, we have had to be courageous. Now, it's the ability to do something that frightens you. It's the ability to do something that frightens you. And courage is also the strength in the face of pain or grief. Strength in the face of pain or grief. And there is, at some point or another, we have had to be courageous in a particular issue. Whether you've got to show courage at work, maybe you've got to show courage in your family, maybe you've got to show courage in some kind of personal experience, but somewhere in our lifetime we are going to have to exhibit courage. And I just wanted to share with you 3 of the attributes of courage. Okay, so the first one is feeling fear yet choosing to act. Feeling the fear of the situation, but despite the fear of that situation, you decide to still act. Now, Nelson Mandela gave this quote: "I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. There is no courage without fear." Now, when you can overcome your fear, it takes courage to overcome fear. It takes courage to overcome your personal, it takes courage to overcome your personal fears about different things in life. It takes courage to do that. And you cannot be courageous if fear is not staring you in the face. You have to choose. And Nelson Mandela had to choose to be fearful of the political apartheid system that he lived in, or he had to choose to be courageous. And he chose courage, and we have the history of what happened to him. And because he decided to take a stand against something that was not correct, that was not right, he was sent to prison for many, 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 many years and treated really badly while he was in there. And he was exhibiting courage under fire. He was exhibiting courage under fire. And I want to challenge you today that if you want to start your business, if you want to take a step to do something, do it. Take that step. Overcome your fear of taking that step with courage, because something is waiting for you on the other side of your fear. Okay? Number 2. It takes courage to follow your heart, your dream, your gift. It takes courage to do that because people will always talk. They will always tell you, you can't do this because you haven't got enough money, your dream is too big, you're the wrong colour, your hair's not right, you can't go for that job because you got a big afro, or you can't go for that job because, you know, so many excuses, you're too big, you need to lose weight, blah, 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 blah. And it takes faith and it takes courage to be able to follow your dream despite what people have said. There was a lady that I was looking at. She was went and applied to be a U.S. senator. Is Shirley Chisholm, and I think she was the first African American woman to run for either governorship or a senator. I can't remember which one. And she faced a lot of hate mail. She had a lot of death threats, but she pursued it anyway, and she did it anyway. Same thing with Rosa Parks. Same thing with different people throughout history. In Pakistan, we've got Benazir Bhutto, who's one of my women that I like to quote. She was the first female president of Pakistan, and where it's dominated by men, but she was the first female prime minister of Pakistan. And there are different things in life. When you look around you, you can see that people have challenged the status quo. Yes, they challenged in fear, but they overcame it with courage. Okay, and the last one is persevering in the face of adversity. Adversity can bring out the courage in you. Adversity can bring out the best in you. And it's like a do or die type of thing. It's like a do or die. It's either I do this thing or I give up. It's either I do this thing and see what awaits me on the other side. Persevering in the face of adversity takes courage. We can quote Martin Luther King. We can, even our Queen here in London, she has had to overcome a lot of things, because when she ascended to the throne, everything was very much male dominated, and she had to fight against the status quo in certain things in order for her to do her job, in order for her voice to be heard. She had to put her foot down. I don't know if you've watched that Netflix series, The Crown, but that gives a really good storyline of what she had to endure, balancing the fact that she's a monarch, as well as her marriage, and as well as her family. And the series really outlines the balancing act that Queen Elizabeth had to do in order to keep everything balanced. She faced a lot of adversity, but she had to draw the courage out of that adversity and stand tall. And I want to challenge you today. What is it that you want to do with your life? What is it that you want to, showcase the world? Is it that you've got a book that you want to write? Is it that you want to go for a certain promotion? Is it that you want to be able to develop your gift? Is it that you want to go back to school? Is it that you want to go to university? I want to challenge you that despite the fear, I want you to take that challenge and turn it into a testimony of courage. Be courageous. Even the Bible talks about in Joshua chapter 1, I think it's verse 8, be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with you wherever you go. So, take your courage. You might say that you haven't got any courage. You have. Because in every adversity that you face, there is a nugget of courage for every adverse situation that you face. You're not going to face anything without there being an equal measure of courage to support you. So whatever you want to do, whatever is holding you back, I would I want to encourage you to, that measure of courage that is there with you, grab hold of it, take it, and use it to propel yourself forward. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate that. Those of you that are going to be coming in on the replay, thank you so much for joining me and for watching my broadcast. Don't forget to sign up to my mailing list. I've got my mailing list on my Linktree, and I also have a free course there, 8-day self-esteem course that you can do. It will challenge you on your vision, it will challenge you on your dream, it will challenge you to have a look at who you are and how you can use your attributes to move yourself forward. I will really challenge you to sign up for that course because it's free and it's an 8-day challenge. And at the end of it, when you print off the PDFs, it ends up being like a booklet so that you can use that to launch yourself forward into what you want to do. So thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel as well. I've got videos there and different things that you can watch and learn from. So have a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next broadcast. Okay, bye.